Hey guys, welcome back to the bright side and the start of a new reading vlog. So I decided that I'm going to be vlogging throughout the entirety of October. I will do either 2 to 4 vlogs. Some of these vlogs might be 2 weeks, some might be 1, so we'll just kind of keep it up in the air. But I have so many fall, Halloween, witchy, vampire, monster books that I want to get to this month that I decided it would be fun to film. I still have some decorating to do. I have a lot of activities going on. I thought I'd just continue on reading all these books and vlogging about it with you guys. So I've got my little ghosty hat on today, and then I have like a Pirates of the Caribbean shirt because I ran out of Halloween tank tops that were clean. It is Tuesday, October 3rd. I wanted to start Monday, but I had such a busy work day and I was feeling very tired and I knew I wouldn't be able to vlog a lot. So we're starting today. It is almost 1:30 p.m. I'm getting ready to head out the door. I have to meet someone to buy a present for a friend, and I'm gonna go do some grocery shopping and maybe a little Halloween shopping in that area. So I'll take you with me and we'll kind of start off with a little festive fun. I did start A Study in Drowning yesterday. This is one of the new releases I really wanted to get to this year. I only have an hour left. I was really liking it. Like the gothic vibes are there. There's like a seaside manor. There's some dark academia vibes. Parts of it are a little confusing because there's like these specific myths and lore that all revolve around this town. And it's about this author that wrote this book about a fairy king and he died. We have an architect student who is basically going to this manor where he lived. She's gonna redesign it or design a new one. She won like a contest to design a new one for him, and she's been obsessed with his book and had dreams about like the fairy king. So it's got like a magical surrealism vibe. It's kind of hard to explain, honestly. It's a little bit on the slow side and the characters are a little bit bland. So I'm not loving it as much as I expected like when I first started it, but it's good. The gothic vibes are good, so it's good for spooky season. I have some fun reading plans for this week. I finished my physical book last night. We'll start a new one sometime soon. And yeah, that is what's happening right now. So I'm gonna take you with me. We're gonna go shopping, hopefully finish our audiobook, come back, and then talk about the new one that we're gonna start. So if this sounds fun to you, just keep watching. I did start World War Z during Not So Scary-a-thon with Jeff when we got like an hour and a half into the audiobook. We are doing the extended movie tie-in edition that has like 50 different actors doing it. This is told about the zombie war, told in different interviews. It's a little scary, it's a little intense, so we'll be finishing this sometime in October. Maybe not for this vlog, but I wanted to let you know I'm reading this one as well. So I just went to Daiso, which is like a Japanese dollar store, and I got a couple of like just cutesy little things because they have some Disney stuff. And then I went to Burlington, and basically Halloween is over at Burlington. Like they had nothing. They were getting a lot of Christmas in. But I did find this Disney candle, super cute. I'm probably going to give that to my mom for Christmas because it's $6 and those sell for like $40 at the parks. But sometimes Burlington will get in Disney Halloween stuff. The line took a long time to get through. So now I'm going to head over to World Market, Marshall's, Trader Joe's, and Target because they're all like right next to each other. I have groceries to get at Trader Joe's and Target, obviously. But I think World Market has a lot of Halloween stuff still because they get theirs in later in the year. And then we'll see if Marshall's has anything as well. Trying very hard not to show Christmas stuff because it's starting to come in now. And I want to keep the vlog aesthetics Halloween. So let's go. headphones on still. So I'm back. I did not finish my book, but I thought I'd show you a couple things that I got. So I got like just a ton of groceries and everything, but at Trader Joe's they had this new woodland scented candle, and it smells a little bit pine tree, but a little bit different, and it's coconut oil and soy wax and beeswax. They just use really good quality wax in their candles, so love. Finally found some more Bleeding Skull candles from Dollar Tree. I'm having a Mad Scientist themed Halloween party, and so I thought these would be extra perfect because you light them and it kind of like bleeds out their eyes. I'm not normally like a gothic girly, but for some reason the bleeding candles and the skeletons and stuff are just, they're my vibe. I think they're so cool. Okay, also at Trader Joe's I got this Gothic Vine wine that has red blend with spices added. So I'm assuming this is going to be kind of like a glog, which is like kind of Christmassy. It has like cinnamon and nutmeg. I'm not a big wine drinker, but I like to have red wine on hand for like soups and stews and things. I'm making chili tonight, so I might add a little bit in because I usually add cinnamon to my chili anyway. And then also I use the leftover to make a wine syrup. So you add some sugar, boil it down, and then I make wine kombucha that's like non-alcoholic, but it has that like rich wine flavor because I do actually like the flavor of wine. We just don't really drink a lot, so got that guy, and it was very inexpensive. And then at World Market I got another little mummy yoga person. I have yoga skeletons like all over my office, and World Market came out with these little mummy yoga guys that are so cute, and they have little spiders on them. So I got this one because I had a $5 off coupon, and I got this one a couple weeks ago and I loved it. So I think there's one more, so I might wait till I get another coupon in, but yay. Okay, I'm gonna go make some chili, walk ledge, and finish up my audiobook. I might check in tonight, but otherwise I will see you tomorrow. Hey guys, happy Thursday. So it is October 5th. I did not check in at all yesterday because I was just busy doing work and different things and really not feeling the best. I have some bad allergies, especially in the fall. I think it's like ragweed. And we get these crazy like Santa Ana winds that come in and blow everything around, and it literally makes me like super crash in the afternoon. So I actually spent a couple hours in the afternoon not really doing much, and then doing like the rest of my work and stuff like after I kind of perked back up like around 4. I also didn't read much yesterday, so we're starting fresh today. I have some fun plans. So first up, I finished A Study in Drowning yesterday morning. I have very mixed feelings on this one. If you've read this book, send me a DM on Instagram or put a comment down below. I felt like the writing was good and the lore was cool, but it was a little confusing and I wasn't entirely sure what we were supposed to get out of the book. This is set its own world, so it's like our world, but it has its own like myth and lore. It kind of reminded me of like Scotland almost. They just have all of these myths and lores around this fairy king and this area that got flooded and the reason for it. And this girl goes to stay in this manor to recreate the house of one of her favorite authors that wrote a book about a fairy king that she keeps having dreams about. It's a little bit whimsical, but not quite as much as I was expecting. I guess it could be considered dark academia, but it's not set at school, and they do talk about her architecture and another guy's school studies, but they're not really at school, so I don't know if I'd put this in the dark academia category. It's really more of like a gothic, slightly whimsical read. There's some hard-hitting topics in here because our main character has had a rough past. Overall, I think it was like a 3-star. Unfortunately, it was not a new favorite. Like I was hoping this was going to be like a Belladonna situation because the description sounded really good. I don't know, there were parts that I really loved, but let me know what you think down below in the comments. So then I started If We Were Villains on audio because I'm trying to get out 1 or 2 books that are high on my priority for fall, and then some other random books throughout the week. This is a 12-hour audiobook, so it's going to take me a little bit. And this is adult. It's about kids in college that perform Shakespeare, and one of them gets murdered, and then it's like 12 years in the future, a cop or a detective is interviewing the person that went to jail for the murder and trying to figure out what actually really happened and how it all went down. So I've heard amazing things. I've been recommended this so many times. This one actually is dark academia, hoping it will be a new favorite. I really like the audiobook so far, but I'm only 30 minutes in, hoping to get a big chunk of this in today. I'm gonna go to the beach today because it is almost 90 degrees because of this Santa Ana wind situation. It like ramps up the temperature. I'm finally wearing my new bat swimsuit that I got on Prime Day. So I'm gonna go to the beach. I was gonna go with my family, but they're not able to come, so I'm just gonna go by myself, get some sun, read, kind of chill out, Hopefully the salt air will clear up my sinuses. I think I'm gonna start Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson. I've been wanting to read this for so long. I don't know a ton about it, but I think it's set in modern times and like the girl going to school is encountering like the ghost of Jack the Ripper. I'm not sure. I know it has something to do with Jack the Ripper. We're just gonna kind of go in blind. This is by the author of Truly Devious that I also need to read that everyone loves. This is an older YA book, and one of my deciding factors is I can only find the audio for this on Scribd, and I really don't feel like renewing my membership right now. So I think we're gonna dive in to this today, and it looks like it'll be probably a quick read. So hopefully I can get a nice chunk done. I haven't sat down and read during the day in a long time, so we're gonna go for like a couple hours. I also am gonna deliver a Halloween goodie basket to my brother at work. I'll show you guys that in a second. So I'm gonna listen to my audiobook while I drive around and all that jazz, and that is what's happening for today. So I'll take you with me and I'll update you when I have more reading done. Forgive my dishwasher in the background, but this is the little Halloween basket that I made for my brother. Making one for my dad too, but it's not done yet. I do this for the girls every year, and I thought it would be nice to do it for the boys. I made it a little more boy friendly, so I have some like spooky chips. I made some pumpkin cookies. I've got a pumpkin like ginger ale. I've got a werewolf soap, some little Halloween pretzels, just kind of like some fun stuff. So I'm gonna go take this to his work, and he's probably gonna laugh at me. Good boy. Okay, I'm back from the beach, and now I'm doing a spooky craft, spray painting some buckets, and I will show you the final outcome at some point, but I'm doing this for my Halloween party, part of my mad scientist theme. I'm back home from the beach. I changed to a tank top because the house is really warm now. It's not Halloween themed because I needed to wear one that I don't love because I'm doing that craft outside. So this is the craft that we're going for. I have some of the like foam that you spray on it, and I've got some green paint, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'll finish it for this reading vlog, but I should in a future reading vlog, and definitely should have it for the party. Fingers crossed that it goes well. Okay, so a couple of reading updates. Had a great time at the beach, so sunny, and the waves were cool, and I just really enjoyed myself. So I read 100 pages of Name of the Star. I figured this would go pretty fast. It had a little tiny bit of a slow start, but things are kind of starting to pick up pace now. This is a modern book, but they're in like these old Victorian buildings, like that's where the school is. So it's got kind of that vibe. And then there are these new Jack the Ripper murders happening that are very similar to what Jack the Ripper did in 1888. And they're trying to like uncover the mystery. So I don't want to give away too much more. Our main character is from Louisiana, so she does not fit in very well in London, and she is having a little bit of a hard time adjusting. But she's in like a boarding school. It's got a really, really good vibe, and I think it's one that I'll finish pretty quickly. I did another hour of If We Were Villains, so I think I have 9 hours left, which is like 4 hours in total. Unfortunately, I am not loving this. Like, it's written well and it's fine, but so far like all of the characters are fairly unlikable. We don't really know who's been murdered yet, and I don't really know that I'm gonna care, which sometimes happens with these like murder mystery thriller type book. Like everyone kind of has to be a bad character in order to be a suspect, but then it makes me not really care about who the killer is and who dies. And it has a lot to do with Shakespeare and plays, which I enjoy, but if you do not enjoy that kind of stuff, I don't think you will like this because it's talking a lot about Shakespeare and the plays, reciting lines and things. So for the people that love Shakespeare, they'll really enjoy that, but I feel like I should warn you in case you don't love that, because they're doing like different scenes and things. I'm not fully loving this so far. I thought it was going to be more of like an interview format, kind of bouncing back and forth, but so far we're just kind of learning things. So maybe it'll pick up pace, but I decided to read this a little more slowly rather than binge it and take a break. So I'll jump back into this tomorrow. And I started Montmorency, which is a new book that I found recently. And this one I picked up at the local library. I picked up the second one too, and it says Thief, Liar, Gentleman. And so in this one, it is a petty thief falls through a glass roof in his attempt to escape from the police. What should have been the death of him begins a whole new life. After his broken body is reconstructed by an ambitious young doctor, he is released from prison, and with the help of Victorian London's extensive sewer system, he becomes the most elusive burglar in the city. So this is Victorian, Gothic, very like sarcastic and funny and a little bit pretentious, and it's really, really short. So it's only like a 5-hour audio for this first book. So I'm enjoying it. I think I have less than half of it left. Might be able to finish it tonight. We'll see. I wanted to get like another short read in this week because I haven't read quite as much as I wanted to. So that is my update for right now. It is 5:30, so I'm getting ready to go make dinner. I think Jeff's working late tonight. I'm gonna work on some more crafts. I've got some more cleaning and things to do. Tonight is Bachelor night, so I've got a couple episodes of The Bachelor to watch. So I'm just gonna have a great time. Probably won't check in with you again tonight, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, happy Friday. It is 10 a.m. on Friday morning. I'm getting ready to run out the door because today I am meeting a friend at a tea room. I did this during Retoldathon, I think. So check out that reading vlog if you want to see then. But we went, we had such a good time, and they have a nice little fall menu. So we thought we would go and do like a little Friday afternoon tea. I've got my cute little Jack Skellington dress on and some Jack Skellington apparel. I think it's going to be more fall than Halloween themed, but I got to go and meet her. It's a little further away from my house, so I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to hit up Walmart on the way home to grab a couple Halloween items, maybe listen to my audiobook on the way there, and just overall have a good day. I do have audiobook updates, but I'll do it when I get home because I'm in a little bit of a hurry to go and meet her. So I'll take you with me and we'll just have a good time. Hey guys, I am finally back home. I had such a good time having tea and talking about books with my friend Claire. We did like a fall harvest high tea. After tea, I went to Trader Joe's, Home Goods, and Walmart, and I got a couple things, so I thought I'd show you guys. At Trader Joe's, I specifically went because I saw someone post on Instagram that they have a new fall candle set. This is an extra one I got because I like to break this kind of stuff up to give for present. So they have autumn leaves, maple sugar, and spiced chai. Like I said, I love Trader Joe's candles so much. So the autumn leaves in this is excellent. So this is out right now for fall. They have really good ones for Christmas too. Then I got some other just like normal food things as well. And then I said if I saw one of these again, I was gonna get one. You guys, I got a little Venus flytrap because I had one of these a few years ago and I accidentally killed it because I fed it vinegar instead of water and I felt absolutely horrible. So hopefully I can keep this guy alive, but I thought he would be so cool for my mad scientist party. They actually had a different carnivorous plant that I might go and get. I didn't see it until I was like on the way out, but I thought for like my mad scientist party especially, having him out would be cool. And we have like some gnats and things in the kitchen that this guy can catch. So that's fun. Then at Walmart, I needed to go because I got some more of these lime green lights because I'm doing like a lime green thing for the party. And they had these glow in the dark bugs that I think are like glow sticks. But I thought that they would be so cool in like mason jars around the party. I don't know how long they stay lit, but I'll do this like right before the party. Guests arrive and like stick it in a mason jar and they look like little bugs. So I thought that would be cool. And then I got 2 more Halloween things at HomeGoods, even though like really running out because they're really making room for Christmas stuff. They still had quite a bit at HomeGoods. Very little at TJ Maxx. So I got these green skeleton lights. So these are wax candles with no wick and they actually have lights in them and they have a remote and everything and a timer. So again, I thought that would be super cool. Then I got some of these eyeball salt and pepper shakers. I really love the ones that I have in the kitchen right now. I just use them as like decor. These are particularly large, but these were only $4. So I thought they'd be really fun. And I'm debating on moving the Mad Scientist theme in here for next Halloween. And I thought they would look really cool on the shelves. Let me know what you guys think about that. Kind of mixing it up and doing like green in here. That's everything I got. I did not listen to my audiobook because I was catching up on some podcasts. Last night I almost finished my Montmorency book. I have thoughts, but I'll wait until I'm completely done with it. And then I got another hour and a half into If We Were Villains. I rewinded half an hour and I'm liking it a little bit more now. So I'm hoping it will like pick up pace and I'll be very invested. So I am going to listen tonight while I make dinner and I got to walk ledge and all that kind of jazz. I'm going to work some more on my Halloween projects. I did a lot of my work and everything so I can kind of chill tonight. And that is the plan for now. I'm going to read some more of Name of the Star at some point. But that's my little check-in for right now and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, I just sprayed the bucket with some Gap filler. It's looking so cool. And then I'm going to paint this green and probably take the handle off. It's going to look awesome. So hopefully this sticks because it seemed like it didn't want to at first. Happy Saturday. It is 9 a.m. on Saturday morning and Jeff decided this weekend I let him pick the plans for the weekend. He took me up to Big Bear, which is a couple hours away from where we live. So we're in this foresty area and we're gonna go hiking and have a picnic and like maybe do a little shopping. It's 55 here. This is the coldest I've been since the spring. So it's very exciting. I have my little new Hocus Pocus hoodie on and we're gonna go on a little festive fall hike. So it is actually Monday, October 9th. We had such a good time in Big Bear hiking and shopping and doing some fun things. Jeff even took me to At Home on the way home, which I'll show you what I got here in a second. We did like a 2.5 hour hike that I think was like 5 or 6 miles. We haven't done anything like that in a long time, and it was one of our longer hikes, and it had very high elevation, so we were just completely worthless yesterday. I did manage to go to the gym and do my arm weights, which may have been a mistake, because before I went I was feeling energetic, and then I just like lost all my energy. And sometimes I gain energy from the gym, but very tired. So I didn't really film anything yesterday, and I didn't really read a lot on Saturday. I have some reading updates, but first I'll show you what I got at Home. Okay, so my plan was to go to At Home because they actually have a Mad Scientist section, and while they are getting Christmas and Halloween goes really fast, I assumed that they would still have Mad Scientist stuff left because it wasn't like your traditional Halloween like colors and decor, and I was correct. That was almost all they had left. I wish it had been on sale, and I feel like it might be soon, but I got a couple things. Okay, so I got these little eyeball planter things, which I might use inside, I might use outside. I'm not sure. Thought they were super cute. They were only $7. I'm gonna do like a little fall planter and stick this in by like the front door. I got some more bleeding candles, but these bleed green, so I thought that that would be super fun. I got some LED battery operated string lights, and they're like little tubes, so I thought that was kind of fun. And then lastly, I got this table runner that has kind of like a spooky, toxic vibe about it, and again with the lime green. I'm really thinking about doing this Mad Scientist theme next year, but I don't know if I'll regret having like the lime green all year long. We'll see. You can let me know down below. Normally I like to complete books when I do vlogs, but I also don't normally jump right into a new vlog. So I'll actually be starting a new vlog starting today. So anything that I have left over will be in the upcoming vlog, including like Halloween projects and stuff like that. So it won't leave you too much on a cliffhanger. I haven't finished Name of the Star, but I read another 100 pages and I'm so enjoying it. It's got spooky, paranormal, fun vibes. Loving that one. So I'll finish that this week. And then yesterday I finished If We Were Villains, finally. Oh, I'm very sad because I have been wanting to read this for like 3 or 4 years. I've heard amazing things about it. I really felt like it was going to be up my alley with the Shakespeare and the murder mystery, and with how everyone was talking about it, I thought it was going to be very like witty and smart and thrilling, and I just did not love this. Like, it was a solid 3-star. I enjoyed it okay. The writing was really good. Being someone that did a lot of Shakespeare in high school and shortly after high school, like college age, same age as them, I was in 3 different Shakespeare plays. I coached acting for certain Shakespeare skits. I was in some Shakespeare skits, and I still felt like this had too much Shakespeare in it. Like, there were times when the characters were like doing the scenes in the book and like quoting back and forth to each other, and it just felt like a little over the top. It felt a little long to me. It was not super fast paced. I would again not qualify this as a thriller. I am finding that a lot of books that are counted as thrillers are not very thrilling, to be honest. I did get slightly more attached to certain characters than I was in the beginning, but they were all still pretty terrible people overall. The murder was very easy to predict, and you also didn't really care about who got murdered that much, so it made the reveal like not as exciting. The very end was kind of twisty and cool. Overall, I was just kind of waiting for it to be done, and it felt like it took so long. This was written really well. I read In My Dreams I Hold a Knife last week or the week before for Not So Scary-a-thon, and this one was far superior to that. Like, the characters actually did feel their proper ages, and it didn't feel like a YA book, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as much of a murder mystery girl as I thought. I wanted to love it. So many people do. I'm like the outlier in this, but I feel like if you don't like Shakespeare, you will have a hard time with this. I'm surprised it's not more polarizing just for that alone. So definitely give it a shot if you like dark academia and murder mystery. The atmosphere and the vibes were really good. It had a perfect like spooky season set in like a castle at a school, and it was really good for that element, but I just didn't fully connect with it. So like a 3-star based on personal enjoyment. Okay, so that is all for this video. I have a very fun video planned for next week, or at least part of next week, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be exciting, pushing myself out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I will definitely finish up Name of the Star and talk about that as well. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the Halloween fall themed reading vlogs so far. Let me know how your reading is going down below in the comments, and I will see you guys next time on The Bright Side.